Hi, this is Elizabeth with True Voice Coaching. Welcome to my channel. This channel is dedicated to mindset, overcoming challenges when it comes to ADHD and dysregulation of the mind, which leads to brain fog, feeling unmotivated, and like you can't achieve your goals. I'm offering daily digital snacks to help you increase your mental strength, mental focus, and joy. And today I wanted to talk about influencing your energy field. So, did you ever notice sometimes there's just a day where you feel like everything's going your way? There's total flow. You wake up in a great mood and you can make breakfast very easily. And then you go out and people are helpful. People are smiling at you. You get something extra at the grocery store, someone's helpful and helps you, put your groceries in the car maybe, or it just feels like your day has a certain flow. And then there's other days where you just feel like groggy and stuck. And it feels like every person you encounter has it out for you. Like there's some sort of energy coming your way. Now, before when I would experience this, I would think that it was them. So it would be more like I'm the victim and I'm in a good mood and what's wrong with everyone else? Now, as I've done more of my inner work and I realize that there's some days where I feel generally good, but I notice that there is some sort of emotional, a deeper emotional vibration that's happening. There's something that's kind of exuding out of me. There's something that wants to emerge. There's something that wants to be released. And maybe I don't have time for that thing, or maybe I have decided that I am not going to go there and feel that thing that's kind of like slithering around in there that doesn't want to come out yet. Or maybe it wants to, but I'm not giving it the time. So on the surface, I may be smiling, and you've experienced this, right? Someone's smiling and it looks like they're happy, but you just feel like something's off. So what you're feeling is like there's just a lack of congruency between how they're presenting and what's really going on underneath the surface. And this thing underneath the surface, that's the emotion, energy in motion. So there's something underneath the surface that wants to have presence. It needs to be given space and given presence to. And if we don't kind of do our daily housekeeping, emotional housekeeping to release these things, it gets built up and it piles up. And eventually that's what happens when we get triggered. It's like there's a buildup. Sometimes it's something deeper. That's a deeper emotional trigger, which then magnetizes similar events and situations that match that vibration that is not yet released inside. And sometimes it's just, if you're an empath and a sensitive HSP, like I am, a highly sensitive person, we kind of absorb, or maybe there's also the understanding of you're a projector and you kind of absorb the energies of the people around you, and your energy centers get full with the energy of other people, then it's like you have to give time and space for your energy field to be cleansed, and like give yourself time and the space to release that excess energy. Otherwise, it's kind of like stuck there, and other people don't say anything. No one will say anything to you about it unless you're with someone who's also conscious and on their growth path and self-growth and self-development path, and they'll be able to say, hey. But most of the time, we just kind of like sense things. We don't really say it to another person. And there's where we kind of feel like that's the day where people are just, responding to you in a different way. It's because the field is responding to you. It is reflecting back to you the energy that you're putting out, and you're kind of exuding it. It's kind of like emanating out of you and radiating out of you without you consciously being aware of it. So the trick would be to be so consciously aware of our emotions, the energy that is trying to move out of us, that we can process it in the moment. And it's not something that we carry around like baggage, so that we really are in congruence with what we really are feeling in our heart, and that it's not like this mind-body disconnection. Yeah. So this has been really huge for me. Like once you get to the place where I've gotten to the place where I can wake up and I know that something feels off and I can give myself the space to like have a cry, think about and feel whatever it is. And I know, okay, this is because of that conversation I had. This is the feeling because of this thing that I did. This is because of something that I said. This is because of some music I heard, a movie I saw, something I read. I can now get to the point where I can identify where this, in this case, it would be the negative emotions, the emotions that don't feel so good. I can identify where it came from and then just give space to that and kind of ask it, what is it that you want me to learn from this energy that I'm feeling right now? And sometimes I just have to sit with it. And sometimes it doesn't take that long for it to move out of my body. What you'll notice is the more you do this work, your body will automatically start to process. You just give it space and just be present with the feeling, with the emotion, and it will start to move out of your body. If you would like an example or maybe to have a session where we can do this together, me being in the energy field with you, holding space for you, will give your body the presence and the relaxation it needs. Your nervous system will feel safe. You'll feel like, oh, okay, I can kind of let go now. If this is something you've never done by yourself, then doing it with someone can be very helpful. And eventually you'll be able to do it by yourself as well. I do it by myself now, but in the beginning, doing it with someone was extremely profound and powerful and giving me kind of like a proxy for my energy system so that my nervous system can relax and felt safe to let go. So doing this kind of presence work, after a while, the negative energies, the emotions will start to move out and you'll start to be more in congruency. After that step, you'll start to notice that you can actually create and influence the energy field around you. So knowing that I can start my day and I can connect to my heart space and pour that energy in my heart space into my energy field, I notice that I'm able to then change the energy in the room. And me being in a room, I notice immediately that I can influence the energy of the room and influence the feeling and give it excitement and give it an upliftment. And there's some days where I'm not able to do that because I'm just not in the space to be outwardly focused like that. And I'm going through some deep process that I just have to be with myself, and that's okay too. So giving yourself compassion and space to influence the energy field, be in your field, just to be aware of what is happening with you and understanding and not being in victim mode of like something's just happening to you, understanding, okay, if I'm feeling a kind of way, maybe it's not such a good day to be around people. And sometimes I just take that time to be with myself. And it's so amazing when I have my own cave time, how like after I've processed whatever needed to come out, I feel like shiny and new and full of energy and able to give even more quality to my relationships, to myself, to my projects, whatever it is I'm doing. So just wanted to touch base with you about that. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think about that. Have you experienced that yourself? Are you enacting with your energy field? Are you influencing your energy field? Or are you kind of new to this and wondering how you can get more into it and how you can get more into feeling presence and move these emotions? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.